security light is out, and you can hear a beeping, and that beeping's been going for 6 weeks. Inoperative. Here's an interesting thing about the railing. I'm not too sure if you can see that. I'll pick up the detail. But those marks, those chip marks, have been this way for 6 years. That was inoperative. And there's another security light that's out. Alright, I have some interesting facts about the emergency lights, and that is I called the company that makes the lights, and one, they're under warranty, but we haven't done any warranty repairs whatsoever. And second, the failure rate on the lights is 1 or 2% per year. So worst case scenario, 2%, 125 lights, that works out to be just over 2 lights, let's say 3. Now our condos have been here for 6 years. 6 times 3 is 18. Don Stout, back in 2008, reported to the board of directors, which included Bob, Inram, and Keone, that 30 lights were out in January of 2008. On February 29th of 2008, first time I met Fire Marshal Gantz, and at that time Roger West was on scene, and he told Fire Marshal Gantz and myself that the parts were in order. And that turned out to be a big fat lie. According to Bobby, the reason he didn't order the parts is because they didn't cut him a check. And they finally did cut him a check, I think in June, for $887. And for the $870, or $987, $987, Bobby repaired 6 lights. So that works out to be about $150 a light. Now if you go to HomeDepotSupply.com, you'll find these identical lights, and they retail for about $29. The light there on the right hand side has been this way for over 3 years. And this is building 7, so Keone lives right up there. And Keone walks past that daily. Of course, the final light doesn't work. 125. Alright, so I count 34 out of 125 that don't work. Okay, continuing the Fire Marshall story. Fire Marshal Gantz came out first on February 29th, 2008. He continued to come out and found Roger West to be very evasive. And finally, in September of 2008, after getting nowhere with Roger West, he issued a whole bunch of violations for 4 or 5 buildings, and the violations were repeated in each building. So after writing 4 or 5 up, he gave up, and he said he told Roger West to take care of them all for all buildings. Well, a year later he came back and he issued a fine for us not doing the work, and a year after that he came back July 1st and issued another set of fines. So here we are, August, past the 30-day period, and still the work is not done. The emergency lights are available on homedepot.com, and they're available for overnight delivery. So there's no excuse in my mind why these lights cannot be replaced within a week. Should have been done by July 8th.